Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, still in Autism Awareness Month, and we're going to talk about building courage. Yeah, building courage. Let's get right to it. Hope you guys been having a wonderful Easter, especially the ones who are on an Easter break and everything. Hopefully your Easter break is going well. And ones who are working, hopefully the Easter break you guys, hope it went well. And hope work is going well. Hope you guys have a productive day so far. Right to it. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification for upcoming videos. Building courage. Oh, wow. You know, I've always known to know how to build courage, even though I don't realize at the time. And even despite being autistic and everything, to build courage to decide to socialize and to put myself out there. And I mean, obviously, it took time to build the courage to a point where I just be like, you know what, I'm gonna. I even be myself because even when there are times where moments where I was like, man, I wish I was this person, that person, da 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 da. But I built the courage ultimately to be like, you know what, I'm going to just be myself. I'm not going to try to be anyone else. None of that crap. I'm going to be myself no matter what. And build the courage takes time. It just comes with the willingness. And when you build the courage, anything whether it's to do public speaking or to decide to socialize and start conversations. That's what time because at first I didn't really know to really do all that, but then I realized probably realizing it. All you have to do is build courage and the confidence as well. Once you build the courage, it does not matter how hard something else. It could be the hardest. If you build courage to face a particular thing, you'll do it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how hard that thing is. So one of the things I ultimately build the courage to do, if it was at a church, and I build the courage to share testimony with everybody. That's what courage. But I also build the courage to do it to one way. It's like if especially if they ask me to do it, I would be like, yeah, sure. Especially if I know it can help somebody out and encourage somebody, then yeah. But like I say, two time and to once I build courage to put myself there, it just got to the point where I just realized without anybody. I had to just build the courage to do it and the confidence as well. Because I know about courage. Well, courage is part of it definitely, but confidence as well. To build courage to finally decide to be like, you know what, I'm gonna have a YouTube channel. That took courage. You know what I mean? It's not easy to decide, oh, I'm going to have my own YouTube channel and do videos and all of that. You know what I mean? Not easy to, I mean, and so building courage is important in this regard because it is when you're building the courage, it really does my heart. I think socializing, especially for person with autism, ain't easy, obviously. But like I said, over time, build the courage to do that. Yeah, it's still so hard. It's still the level of difficulty still up there, no doubt about it. But the courage to do it gets easier for sure. Difficult will always be up there, but the courage to want to do it. And yes, it ultimately take a lot to yes, take a lot to me, but to this day, I'm going to do it anyway. If not, no, it's going to take a lot of time and everything. I mean, so and to this side, I'm going to do over I remember first social studies for first time. I had to build the courage to say, you know what, I'm gonna do it over. We don't even must start. Or I said, because I could have easily be like, sure, I'm not doing that over, man. To do something over after failing over and over, that takes courage. The person who made the lab ball, the person failed numerous times, over 100 times or whatever. That was a lot of times they failed. To to build the courage, I'm going to keep trying till the light is built over and over. After failing so many times until you finally got it, it's just incredible stuff. It makes you be like, man, how did this person pull it off? Well, I here's what I've learned today. So I mean, yeah, failing and disappointment sucks, but the courage part comes into play when you keep this saying, I'm not gonna let this failure get to me. In fact, failure is a part of success. So because of that, that's what it just be like, if it's a part of it, why would we make a video of it? No, there are some times where failure is not an option. There are moments. But for the most part, other than the failure, it's a part of success. But there are moments where you can't afford to fail. There are moments. So to I remember playing Polish at Mount 23 for the second time. Um, I that was a slap in the face for sure. I was like, crap. But that business coach said, alright, I'm gonna do this over. This is the third time I did this over. And I could have easily been like, yeah, I'm not this over, man. So I mean, you know about CSM off. I mean, I gotta give it props. Sometimes failed it about 2 or 3 times. I still want to go at it. I have it 4 times. I didn't want nothing to do with it at one point. Until I had to get back to it. I said, alright, then. I just have to build the strength and the courage to face it one more time. Cause the thing was, I was supposed to other courses were harder than CSM math. For some odd reason, I was supposed to those harder courses than before I found out get CSM math. That is, but I was passing the harder courses that was harder than CSM math. So it's like so that's what made it for me personally made it shameful. Cause it's like what the hell? How did I pass these other courses and these are supposed to challenge you? No doubt about it. But then go to pass CSM math. So when I did it, I said, alright, then though didn't want to. I want. I just have to give it another shot. Um, when I exam, I say, you know what? And then I realized so shortly when you go to the math, it's not one of those exams where yes, you have to practice, the topics. That's part of it, but what really is about mental. You can do all the practice and all of that, but the way how they set the exam, it can be fearful, and you can't. You have to be the courage to be like, I ain't gonna know. Then whatever's on the paper, whether it's paper 2 or paper 1, to scare me off. I'm going to face those questions head on. And speaking of which, that exam is next month. Yeah. So I wish versus whoever doing CS math exams next month. And CS in general are the best for next month. Specifically, I'm ones who are doing Cape as well. So, but yeah, I mean, CS math is one of those subjects where not just about practicing. Like I said, that's a part of it, you know. But because every time you have some persons who failing and some probably practice, but for whatever reason, so you have to make sure you do all you can to practice, but you have to make sure your mental is up there as well, and you ready for whatever. You know what I mean? So, but I did calculus 1 or 2 exams. Practice another tutorials. Anything when you do calculus, you have to be ready for K mathematics for that matter. You have to be ready for safety. You have to practice all of that, but you have to go in there and make sure and be like, and build the courage to be like, these questions ain't gonna scare me. I don't care what on the paper, paper 2, paper 1, don't care what the question is. Especially in K math and math specifically. And for calculus 1 and 2, whether it's the multiple choice or the short answer part, you just have to be like, you know what? I'm going to pass this thing on what? And before I went to pass calculus 1, I passed calculus 2 first. Calculus 2 was obviously harder than calculus 1, obviously. I didn't do pre-calculus, but yeah, I mean, I didn't have the courage to really put myself as a socialite like before back then, but no, I was go try to build the courage to do that. And to one day I be myself the fullest, I built the courage to do that. And I remember I was playing this football game, FIFA, and I didn't have the courage to play on the hardest level of the game at the time. I didn't do. I played in world class, but I didn't really play legendary until I decided to build a courage. You know what? I'm gonna be a legendary. The top level again, I'm gonna play. And this time I got my butt kicked. It's ridiculous, but over time I figured out over time. And the sweetest thing about it is that if you actually manage to do well, even with some ups and downs, and playing highest level in the game, that takes courage as well. Because ultimately you're gonna have moments where you lose, you might lose when you win, but that losing is a part of it. So yeah, losing sucks for sure. Yeah, but it's courage to lose. That's not easy thing to do because the feeling of losing doesn't taste good. It's like people that take medicine. Medicine does taste good. But if you got sick and you want to get better, you have to do what? Unless here's the caveat or an exception to it, unless you're allergic to it. But other than that, if you're not allergic to it or pills or whatever, then and you want to get better, or when you get sick, the course to eat even when you're sick, that's not an easy thing to do. I mean, persons will know this because you lose your appetite, you don't want nothing to eat, you want as I get sick, I don't want to eat nothing. I think at the point for the reason. Don't even know why, but I just didn't want to eat nothing. You know what I mean? But you have to be the courage to be like, well I want to get better, I want to always get better. In order to take medicine most of the time you have to eat first. You can't just take medicine like that. You have to eat and then even a little bit, eat just enough and all those things. So I'm building courage thing for in the video. You want to do it to a point, as I said, you want to do it to a point where it does not hurt, I know how hard a particular thing is. You'll face it head on. Heck, I didn't want to do nothing to do work experience at first, but in order to graduate, I had to be like, well, it's a part of the requirements to graduate. So I did the course, be like, alright then, I'm gonna do work experience. Did it at school and did it at Faircourt. I was like, the next time I do the work experience, I'm gonna do it elsewhere. So I did the course and said like, alright then, I'm going to work with different environment that I'm used to. That wasn't easy for me personally to do personally, but I built the courage and did my thing. Now, if there's anything I would say with this topic about the building courage, you guys can comment down below, and I'll do another video for the finish or shortly. But yeah, until then though, hope you guys been having a good day so far. If you love this video, remember to like and share, comment on my YouTube video.